Sweet, sweet, sweet. Thank you. Holy cow, he's just dropping. This validation, I might take a trade right here. I think I might take a trade right here. Good morning, good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday is it now? I'm looking to grab these shorts right here on NQ right off the bat. At the start of the stream segment here. Can't lie, folks. I'm liking the setup here, so I think I might snag myself a few. I might see if I can get a limit fill on the Sisti here. Get tagged at the change in state of delivery. I might also just take a few. But this looks quite nice here. Tag it down into this relevant low here. I'm gonna see if we can trace back up into the Sisti, but this would just be a C4 continuation. It's the end of the C4 cycle, but I'm wondering if I can snag this for a lower price here. Good morning to everybody. Chris, Urson, Shay, Ahmed, what's up? Good morning, everybody. Hope we're doing well. I'm just kind of scouting this right now. I want to see how this retrace plays out, but we do have these relevant lows I want to see tagged out, which lines up with a 1.89R, which is above our intended draw. So I'm going to see whether or not we can get something of value here on this trade, especially this 3-minute looks quite crisp, and on MNQ looks very nice as well. So we'll see what exactly occurs with this setup, because we tagged into a nice imbalance and validated the imbalance here being this 3-minute gap. So we could see this 3-minute form a wick and just expand away from that wick, which would be elite for us. Good morning, Trader Sue. What's up? How are we doing, everybody? Yeah, so I'm going to look at this. I'm going to see if we can get a retrace. If not, we'll just have to watch this run away from us. Of course, when we get the validation, this 3-minute decides to just aggressively expand away, which is, part of the game. Realistically, I don't think we're going to get an entry here. I think market's going to expand into this 7 a.m. low draw off the 8 o'clock. It's quite high probability that 8 o'clock wipes out 7 o'clock draw. And right. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if we'll get this validation here. 15-minute sequence looks quite bearish as well, though. No 15-minute gap, but 15-minute, no PSP forming as well. We'll likely see this just head lower. I want to see this 745 draw, though. That would be really nice. Patience, patience, patience. Sue, how's it going, though? Shay, Urson, Chris, how's the week going for everybody? How's this week of trading been? And then really quick, I'm gonna unshare my screen for 1 sec, production, just because I wanna make sure I don't get this data leaked here. Give me just 1 second, guys. We'll get the screen share open in just a second. I'm just gonna make sure that I don't give my personal data out to you guys here. So we'll leave that just frozen like that for just a second, production. I just need to make sure I don't get my data leaked from my login. I'm logging into Tradeovate right now. So give me just a second, folks. Just want to make sure I don't get screwed over here. Concurrent warning. All right, that's what I thought. All right. Yeah, so I'm just trying to half a second here, guys. We'll be logged out in just momentarily. All right, great. Now we're good. So now I'll reshare screen. I just had to make sure I wasn't going to leak my login details here to the. Great, now we're good. All righty, sweet. Sorry about that, guys. Just not trying to get private data here. Also, there goes our draw. Our draw is about to be met on this 3 minutes. So as I mentioned, it looks like we're not going to get a validation that I'm looking for. It's just going to see an immediate expansion into our intended draw, which is unfortunate. New phone, who dis? What's up, Trist? What's up, Trist? So, of course, the 7 a.m. draw is going to be met. This would have been honestly nice. I just wanted to trade this lower. It would have been a very small trade, but 35 points is that's some money. PA's been nice. PA's been really solid. PA's been really solid outside of New York session. Dude, Trist was cooking during London today. I can't lie, chat. I was cooking during London as well. Where had one really solid trade and then one where I thought it was copy trade on Lucid. Trist was talking about grabbing a long signature and it looked quite good. So I took a 3-minute confirmation with my entry sequence and ended up only copy trading on one account, which sucks a bit, but ended up making like $1,200 off one account. So can't complain fully, guys, A solid trade nonetheless. So no exact complaints on my end here. We're watching. I just want to see this draw. I want to see 7 a.m. low get swept. ES looks quite weak. NAS as well. We had an SMT form as well with this signature lower too, which I really like. SMT within this gap on the 1 minute, confirming a sequence lower. So ideally looking for 745 to get wiped. S&P plus 1 minute entry lower. Give me a nice double purge SMT inside 15-minute break refugee. Exactly. Faded shorts before we dumped. Damn. Well, it happens to the best of us, eh? Not much else to say other than that it happens. That's life, baby. That's life. Got myself a lime cordial as well. Oh, nearly forming equal highs on IQ here. Barely fading that ES getting weak. Guys, GC on the daily. I can't lie. GC on the daily. GC on the motherfucking daily with GBP. Dude, I would love to see gold just rock a tier higher. Gold, I've told you guys, I've literally mentioned on multiple streams, gold below 4K is an immediate GLD call swing. Are you still looking for this short entry? No, I have to fade this because it's either going to want to retrace back into this 15-minute gap. Then I can look for a short sequence up here. But we have an invalid, I mean, no signature for me right now because we just ran away from our stop or our limit. So just kind of have to accept this trade as a no trade for me and move on to the next. Our draw is likely going to get met. That's why I'm fading this. Watching for the same seller's trap. Yeah, I want to see a sell trap. Then we sell the highs, dude. Exactly. Tristan and I are like this, bro. Tristan and I are like this, chat. That would be 3 o'clock. If that happens, Tris, that would just be 3 o'clock. Also, let me quickly post on socials that we're live, just so the folks know where to find me. Oh, Tris, I also had a really funny hater on my Instagram who DM'd me and was like, why do you trade every session? Well, you lucky, I kid you not, they said word for word, you lucky fucking bastard getting to trade 2 to 3 a.m. cleaner windows in New York shit session. They were trying to roast me that I'm trading you, that I'm able to trade London and stuff, and they said, try and live in the States. You wouldn't be able to be awake. And I literally texted, I said, I'm from the States. I've traded these windows for over 6 years. And then she was like, yeah, but you're trading these windows now. I'm like, yeah, because I'm traveling. She goes, move back to the States, then improve it. I'm like, bro, what are you smoking? I'm like, what are you smoking? Genuinely, oof, equal O's on NQ. I don't like that. Or no, not equal O's. Equal O's on MNQ though. Oof. Don't like that. Don't like equals and MNQ. Let's swipe those out, eh? Swipe those out to this draw. That'd be nice. Yeah, but she said this, and I was like, "You gotta be joking me, dude." When I was learning options and I was doing all this trading shenanigans, dude. I was waking up at like 3:30, 4 a.m. And then I'd be up some days from like 12 to 3 just trading, not with options, but with futures. Like with options, dude, I was up 5 a.m. like on a daily basis. I'm like, don't be coming to me now. I'm like, I was just like you. Like she doesn't have access to line session from the States. You could do that if you wanted to. Yeah, that's what she was saying. But I'm like, because I'm lucky I got a job. But she was like pissed off that I was getting like pissed off my DMs. And then I just calmed her down. And then she's like, you know what? Mad respect for you anyways. You've been killing it. I'm like, and then the funniest thing as well, the funniest thing as well is the fact that after that entire message, she asked me for a free Lucid 50K account. She asked me for a free 50 Lucid, 50K Flex Lucid account after all that. I'm like, bro, you be joking me. Told her to move instead. Yeah, but I'm not gonna be disrespectful. I'm like, financial situations for people. I just was more laughing at it. I was like, this can't be a real person, right? There goes equal lows on NQ tapped out. Holy shit. 1 minute wick. There goes our draw. See, it sucks because I really like this 1 minute trade. We just didn't get a fill. That's kind of it. No fill. No cigar. Dude, Tris, did you see silver by the way? Fucking A, man. Look at this. Silver down 2%. I looked at silver shorts around the 7 o'clock window and I fumbled. Fumbled. How are people this delusional? No, I know. Like the fact that after all this, she goes, "Can I have a free 50K lucid?" I'm like, dog, you gotta be shitting my dick right now. Absolutely shitting my dick. Oh, yeah, no, that's a new 15-minute open. I might get a 15-minute C2 that'll buy a little, or a little seller trap here. This. It's a nice draw to wipe out, though. I'd like to see price higher here and then just sell the shit out of this. We can see price move higher, then just sell this market. That would be immaculate. I'd be happy if we could sell this market. Like into the New York Open, just get a crazy, just, oh, that'd be so nice. Please. There is a C2 validation, likely going to get invalidated, but I would like to see market. I want to buy higher to sell lower today. That's the profile I'm looking for. I had an instant message earlier. Give me a 5K find account. No, please, no, nothing. Usual suspect. Yeah, bro. It's actually insane. I will never understand people like that, dude. It's just nuts. There's nothing else to it. It's just fucking nuts. Okay, NQ decided it was time to die. Who's talking right now? Is the Prezi talking? Yeah, who could possibly be talking right now? All right, big dog. Don't know what to say about this PA here, dude. This is buns. All right, then. Cheers, NASDAQ. What type of news data we just have for that, dude? What was the wick on that? Holy cow. 50.1 minute candle. Fire. Love it. Thanks, NQ, for being an idiot. I'm in an SMT fill. Is that what that was? God damn, dude. Holy hell. Holy hell. I guess so. 50-point wick for a, yeah. I'm an SMT fill. Gonna see how this closes. I'm looking 28 cents. 2.2. Okay. Wait, we didn't have news data, did we? Yeah, we have no news this week. Tripping. Gold's dying. Silver's dying. Look at this. GC just died at like 10 points on GC, and yeah, it was 10, literally 10 points on GC and that's 3 minute candle. And that was at the end of that 1 minute. Holy cow. Look at this. Yeah. 10-point candle. Well, Jobby's good. Yeah, but that's not high impact. We have no red folder this week. I don't care about job impact. That's like no, there's no relevance for me on that. I don't know. Wait, Tris, what are you looking for? Wait, let me read what you said. I'm looking for 28,700 sell side liquidity. That'd be nice. Or 29,282 buy side. Yeah. Yeah, I do like that. I got the 4 hour gap low as well. I wouldn't even be surprised if we free fall back to like 28.7 though. Like it's one of these markets right now where I would not be surprised if we just free fall. Yeah. If this just fucking free falls. I would not put it past market right now for this thing to just dump like it is as of right now. I think it's definitely in the playbook. It doesn't look like there's a lot of resistance here up until that level as well, especially in the hourly. Like we have a small hourly unfilled gap here, but dude, this could just actually free fall. I would not be surprised if this free falls into 28 sevens. I'm on par with that. I'm honestly more looking for shorts here, Trist. That's a crazy draw to have as well off this signature. Look at this. Yeah, there's like almost nothing holding us back here except this inversion fair value, but that's not going to hold with this market. And also, I think we formed an SMT here at the highs. No, no SMT. Holy cow, that's gonna be a free fall. We dump here, I'm in. I don't blame you, boss. I don't blame you. Like Tris, what now I'm curious to know, what was your entry on this one? You didn't take a 1 minute breaker. What'd you rip on this? That's where now I'm curious to see where my boy's taking this, you know? Like what would be your entry on this? Because define the risk. Like, would you throw your stop load at around like 29.1? Oh, actually, that's the hourly. Never mind. Psych. Scratch that. That's a crazy maneuver. I mean, respect, mad respect. I'm just more curious to see what the process is for you. Morning, gentlemen. What's up, Z Capital? Sub Buzzman. Like for me, the structure I like is this 1 minute. We could honestly utilize the I would even use this 28,937 pivot there too. That's not a bad spot. 15-minute retrace here because if I have an S&T fill, yeah, that's actually I'd love to see 700s though. I think we free fall to 700s. That's a big draw I'm looking for. We already smashed the 4 hour gap low here. Wednesday lows have been swept as well. Ideally looking for lower prices here. It's hard for me to framework this, especially coming to where we are in market right now, too. We don't have a PSP forming on the 15. What's YM up to? YM's probably up to some funny business. YM's already selling off as well. Hmm. I'm curious to know. Yeah, there's quite a bit of. I would love to see 700s and see a buyback during New York session. This could be nice, right? That would make me a lot happier. It's One second, guys. I'm getting the YouTube link posted here. Dude, I think this is gonna dump. I want to see how we react to this pivot here. This Monday 10:15 pivot. I feel like an options trader whenever I talk about pivots, dude. I'm like maybe 30-minute retracement to FEG. Realistically, I can see it, but also it more so looks like it's just ready to free fall here. Because the 30-minute retrace is not the worst idea, but the fact we've already had quite a few like New York session, we can totally see a retrace to that 30-minute gap. I think before we do that, we're gonna have to wipe out this 10:15 low or this 10 o'clock low more so. And from that 10 o'clock low, we can framework kind of where this goes. But for me, that Monday 6:30 low looks really good. Morning low, what's up, Max? What's up, Max Zeus? It's popping, Brody. How we doing? How we doing? I would love to see NQ just continue this free fall though. Be very nice, very nice, very nice. Thank you, very nice. 3 minute structure here off this gap as well. That original short we went to those draws. I mean, that baby's going. She is going. Do you have a monthly monetary goal? I do actually. Yeah, I don't publicly disclose it, but I do have monthly monetary goals. You're expecting a higher time from FG, but there's S&T Phillips stage of time from you won't get it. Yeah. Nice haircut. Thanks, boss man. Got absolutely my the barber milked my hair, dude, in a bad way. One of the worst haircuts of my life. Swear to God. Chopped my shit up so bad. I was like, this is what I want. Motherfucker said, I'm gonna choose something that fits your head shape. Didn't fit my head shape at all. In fact, like at all. I got chopped up by the barber. Okay, bet. No, I'm joking, this guy. I appreciate it. It's nice, it's short, but I wanted a little longer and I got sauced up, not in the ways that I wanted. Yeah. 823 was a valid model. 823 on 823 outside of candle framework though. It failed C2. There was no C2, so it wouldn't have been a model. No. I see that where's the barber shop? Dude, it was in central London, man. Never going back. Never getting a haircut from central London again, bro. They chop my shit up horribly. Did you just see when I first had it made the back of my head look so flat? I was like, bro, there's no way this is legit. Dude, I was like, you tell me I gotta hop on stream now. Ugh, yikes. Don't do my mistake, guys. It ain't worth it. Don't go to central London for a cut, bro. It's not worth it. They cut you out like you're gonna look like a British boy. She was chopped. Yeah, you need to be careful. The Turkish bars in the UK, bro, will always go. No, it wasn't even a dude. It wasn't a Turkish bar. It was an English guy. It was a fucking English guy. He chopped my shit up horribly. He made me look like a fresher from England, bro. Got chopped. Happens though. Do you manage to make it? Will it increase yearly the monetary goal? Yeah, Muzilla. I mean, it has been. It's been a steady grind, but it's been working well. Been hitting that monetary goal. No way about to form triple equal those. All right, we swapped that equal those, luckily. Yeah, I've been managing to hit it not every month, but most months, yeah. And every month I hit it, I slowly scale up. I've always set micro goals in on par with longer term goals as well. It's good. I think it's really nice to have smaller goals as well to kind of keep you mentally motivated and in check for what you want, right? Because it's very easy to lose sight of the process when you fixate on just big goals all the time. So don't forget about the small ones, boys. Trust. John's help out a lot. All right, equal lows here. We swept that equal lows, and then I was just pumping. What is this? Cut from an unknown barber is such a gamble. You just never know, dude. The only person that's like ever cut my hair my entire life is my mom. Fun fact, because her dad was a barber, so she can chef it up, dude. All the cuts you guys have seen on stream, for the most part, besides when I like growed out, I don't get a haircut because I get lazy to get a haircut. Those are all been from my mom, dude. Every cut from my mom. I love my mom, dude. She gives me some fire cuts. And she's good, dude. She knows what I want. I tell her something, she's on it. It's electric, bro. Like you don't understand. It's like there's levels to this, bro. My mom cutting up my hair. Like I don't want to cut from a professional barber. Not after this shit, dude. I got chopped. All right, what's this triple equal lows here? There you go. Yeah, you close that out. I want to see this draw taken out here on NQ. Yeah, man. Be a good boy. Tagging it. Equal lows with this pivot here. Very nice. Damn, NQ's on a little something right now. You guys can feel it. It's on a little something something. Doesn't quite want to give us what we want, but it's gonna give us some stuff. Look at this. There you go. Swept out that draw. Dude, Trist. 700 is inbound, bro. I just gotta say it, man. 701 is so inbound. Hold on to your horses. Moms are goated to. I love my mom, bro. I'm a mom lover, dude. Also, I'm just getting trade sync or resynced here. I was having trouble. My Lucid accounts didn't copy trade earlier today, so I'm just kind of making sure I've got everything situated, and then let's get the show on the road, eh? Hey, what you guys think? Get the show on the road, eh? Big pivot here taken out. Likely small retrace, form a wick, and re-expand lower off that. I want to see 700s. They look kind of crisp. Discord, let me peep. Chef and dude. Chef, chef, chef. Good stuff, Trist. Kill it. New 15-minute open here. Holy cow. Talk about smashing TP. Draw immediately. There's the 8:30 open as well. There's gonna be what? Orange folder? Don't care about I just care about red folder, guys. Dude, we're gonna see these 700s, man. There's not much else to it, guys. These 700s are looking crisp. Mom lover for real, dude. 100% of the time, man, without fail. 830 heading lower, 831 heading lower, NQ heading lower, gold heading lower. Everything's just crashing. Look at this. Down a percent on NQ, down 2% on gold, 3% on silver, CL up 4%. Dude, this is just a tanker. 700s and bound, man. I don't know if I can trade this. I genuinely don't know how I can trade this. I don't have framework. Like I honestly, I wish I had kept that short into that relevant draw. Like the short I was telling you guys I wanted to take, could have taken a market order, stop at the S&P high, targeted this draw here, would have lined it beautifully 1.89 hour, almost 2 hour there. That would have been a great trade. I honestly should have taken that. I should have taken market. I got too antsy to grab this 745, which would have lined at 1.5, but we had a clear pivot as well. A clear retrace pivot in market there we could have played off of too. This would have honestly been this trade here would have been like my old options trading strategy via futures. Be cool for us one time, New York. Yeah, right. Be nice. Break even on the week two trades, but it's been painful. Kaz, as long as you're preserving your capital, man. I know you're gonna hate me saying that, but like realistically, as long as you're preserving your capital, are you keeping yourself risk averted? If so, risk avert, then that's good. That's what you want. Like I'd rather you have a break even week and be preserving your capital than to just be psycho trading any big price action candle without any methodology and then just losing profits because of it. No shame in a BE week. Exactly, dude. There's no shame, man. I love when I have a break even week, it's a good thing because it's a testament to myself that I didn't overdo it. That I was like, you know what? I knew that market wasn't presentable. I didn't decide to over trade to make my week green. It's like, okay, fuck it. It wasn't green, so be it. That's the reality. Look at this, dude. Holy cow. Holy cow. Dude, I got a gnarly flapper from climbing on my finger chat. Hello, my bro. How are you? Twisted, what's up? Nate, good morning, brother. Nate, Trader Suit. Yes, about to hit my TP. 8th July lows. Very nice. Hello, my bro. How are we doing? We're hanging, dude. I'm just kind of watching this NQ trade just, play out without me, dude. It's just running without me, man. That short that I want is just running without me, man. Just gotta kind of sit here and accept it. It sucks a bit, but that's life, baby. That's life. Okay, there we go. Look at this, guys. It's just running circles around me. Wow, that's a 100 point trade now. It would have been a 100 point trade. Hey, Tris, those are gonna cook, dude. Those shorts are gonna cook. I should have gone to Phil. Need to on speed dial, dude. I know. I mean, I just wanted this one. Like this would have been great. I would have honestly. I should have taken this short here, this 3 minute high, 2 minute SMT. Take the SMT lower there. That would have been a great trade. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know where I was. Where was I mentally, bro? I had to lock the fuck in, man. That was a great trade. This just looks like we're going to continue to die. We're creating all these 1 minute imbalances as well. These 3 minute 1 minute imbalances. I should have just slapped on some size. So be it. My 29 100 fade shorts feeling worse and worse as well. DLS, guess what? But you didn't lose money, right? You didn't lose money. That's better than nothing, you know? It's good you didn't lose money trying to chase it. Because you could chase this right now, we could retrace into a massive 15-minute imbalance. You just get screwed over, right? So be happy that you preserved. It's not always the best feeling, I understand that, but just be happy that you preserved. Look at this, dude. Trustees are gonna die. I think 9 o'clock open, I think is gonna just send it into 700s. You're gonna have to just have to sit here and take it like a champ. And they'd be out before 9 a.m. open. Yeah. Or just take, dude, like take off four or whatever. 700 what's actually my DOL and buy a shorting. I could frame a good trade low. Yeah, exactly. I can't lie. I just missed this entry. I would have loved to take this short though. I tried to watch for retrace into this SIST or to this OB. I can't lie. A bit of a fumble on my end though, because the chance of us retracing that high with such a small stop is very limited. I should have taken a market order entry or at least entered on the retrace. So I did kind of get a little greedy for wanting like the best possible limit fill on that, but it's gonna screw me over in the end, but that's right. I'm just happy that we're preserving here. We're not rushing into an entry. 817, about 110 points away, Trist. I think you might get that draw before 9 a.m. Trist. I genuinely think you might get that fill before 9 a.m. This market looks so weak. Look at these 1 minute structures, dude. Every 1 minute open, they're just flying lower. Yeah, it's another 20-point candle. Oh, my Lord, guys. Cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. 807, about to be sub 700 in about 1 minute. Sub 700, and there goes sub 700 or sub 800. Holy cow. Can't quite make that one up, can we, chat? Dang, 2R. There you go. Are you out now? Did you just take it out full at 2R? Good morning. What's up, Bella? Hey, what's up, Bella? Good seeing you. It's lovely meeting you at the prop firm event, by the way. Alex is going to be joining at around 9, so he's going to be here in about 13 minutes or so. Or, sorry, 23 minutes. Dude, good stuff, Trist. They're absolutely smashing it. Yeah, I know, dude. I wanted to call out these shorts here, but I got too greedy to get that limit fill, so I missed a perfect market order entry on this short into this pivot here. This 28,859 pivot for 71 points. And guess what, chat? We just move on to the next. Plus 800 Trist. Easy. Dude, honestly, was that on a single account or copy traded? I would just close out for New York session, man. Yeah, I know your ass is never closing out, so I know for a fact you're never closing out. New York session, you're like, oh hell, I'm trading that. Single year? Single year, nice. Well, still 800 bucks on a single, man. You're crazy for not copy trading like that often. That like this trade for me, this short was so high probability. I would have been like foaming at the mouth on all my fundeds to take this short. We had clear draws at the lows here. We've also been kind of retracing deep. Sellers have been outbidding buyers all day. Like for me, this would have been like just like a bread and butter trade. I'm gonna call it a day. Have a nap. I never take 5 minutes S&T fills. Fair. Earnings is a big reason why market's dropping. Also higher time frame context too. Look at this tapping into a 1 minute gap here. I mean, we can't even trade this because it's outside of a C2 to C4 framework, but it's still cool to see this. We're fading 15-minute ranges out of the shorts. There you go, Sue. Dude, these look impeccable. Well, I think for me now, I'm just gonna wait until 9 a.m. open. I've got no reason to force an entry here. Um, so instead, I'm just gonna watch to see this play. We've added some Apex accounts to the roster as well, guys. So fun fact, we've been trading on Lucid and Tradeify. We added some more Apex accounts to the roster with the end of day trailing drawdown. So we're loading up here. Today I'll likely trade on fundeds, and then I'll just trade. I bought 5 more Apex evals. So once those are passed, that'll put me up at about 20 funded accounts, which is pretty decent to say the least. No complaints on my end, eh? Francesca, we're at 1 hour order block currently. Yes, we are. Sometimes I know respond quick, guys, but I have my trade a bit open as well. So I'm seeing markets alongside you guys. Even when I have my main chart open. Look at this, dude. 700s are bleeding. 781 now. Fucking A. Yeah, holy cow, guys. This would have been like a 200 point short off this leg into 700s. Well, we move on. We carry forth. That's life. Every 1 minute retrace, we just validated another micro 1 minute continuation sequence, which I wouldn't have taken because it was outside of a candle framework. Now, what you have displayed here is class, a mindset, not foaming and not chasing. Could you recap now and sleep pivot? Hell yeah. I'll show some love, brother. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've got no reason to foam it, dude. I'm up on the day already. Tris saw me cook this morning too, bro. So it's like if I miss this trade, I'm gonna just wait for the next one. Like, yeah, market's tanking a lot. Oh shit, I wish I could take shorts to 700, but guess what? I'm preserving my capital. So I don't really care, you know. Market wants to run for me, it's gonna run, right? I don't have control over that. So I would much rather just preserve my capital and wait for New York session where volatility is going to pick back up and where I can take a trade versus taking low probability retracements. You know? Hi there, what's up, Matrix? Morning, morning, boss man. How we doing? Look at this. See, a lot of people would have been like, "Oh, and I'm going to enter on this 1 minute retrace," and then immediate 1 minute aggression. Immediate 1 minute aggression. You never know when market's going to do something like this. There's no reason to enter. Like entering on this is such low probability. It's really bad. See, a lot of people would have been like, "I'm going to take this 1 minute continuation sequence," and now like you're nearly getting tagged out, right? That's so much aggression from trend right now. And why is that as well? You might be wondering, Leo, why is that? Why are we moving so aggressively? Look at this. We have 3 minute gaps. We have so many 3 minute gaps, unfilled 3 minute gaps. Markets eventually going to want to make a retracement leg into those gaps. So we don't want to force it, right? Instead, we want to see how we can play alongside this institution. So here, guess what? That still stayed protected, but there's a chance that I'm nearly invalidated that protected high. And that wasn't even within a candle sequence. So and now we're retracing back again, forming a wick here. We'll see what happens. I'm likely just gonna wait until 9 o'clock, guys. I don't want to. That's up, Matrix. Have you implemented the stat map on your strat? I have not, but I do know a lot about the stat map. I've not introduced it to my model though. No. Yeah, so market still looks weak. I think we're still like look at why I'm here as well. You have a 15-minute PSP for me? Obviously not. Market's just dying. I don't know what I'm saying. 15-minute PSP. BS, dude. This is just gonna fly lower. Look at this. Massive 1 minute as well. Holy cow. Good stuff, NQ. NQ's impressing me right now. This leg here is aggressive. Look at this. See? 1 minute, 3 minute, not even filling the gap. 15-minute, no PSP. Why I'm just flying lower. This is quite impressive though. I'm happy to see this though, because today I kind of wanted to see market buy higher to sell lower. Ideally, I wanted to see it trap up at the highs then sell lower. And we're seeing the sell low pre-New York, which is going to make it a lot more difficult for me to get involved with trading this trend. But then again, like, we still have some relevant draws to play out. We have this relevant draw at the 700s. This we could play longs off of this at the open as well. So if we hit this pre 930, which is quite likely now, I could use this as framework for some potential longs, retrace back into a higher time frame EQ into discount, trade that trend lower again. Because what do we also have on market right now? We do have, I believe this is a massive daily gap. Let me check. It's a daily gap. Yeah, we have a massive daily gap here. Unfilled daily gap at these lows. So if we played that draw, we could play longs, retrace, and then play another trace where we fill all this unfilled liquidity at this daily gap. So there is structure today. It might be harder to read, but there's a lot of structure. Market is actually presenting us some good opportunities. It's a matter of, are we going to actually be able to capitalize on them? Daily stat map on the 1 hour time frame looks pretty on point. Hell yeah. Trading multiple sessions and still not over trading. Dude, Trist actually has the craziest sleep schedule. This guy is texting me at like 2 a.m. I'm like, bro, get some sleep. He's like, bro, but Asia, these gold longs. And he's like, why the fuck are you up? I'm like, that's besides the point. Yeah, Trist is crazy though. OH 28700 is going to hit 1 hour low. Oh, 100%, dude. No, I love Trist, dude. Oh, fuck, you're still in the stream. Dude, he's a demon though, man. Like you guys should check him out though. He's actually an incredible trader, super disciplined. It's fun. We hopped on a call this morning, and I'd just taken a win on London, and then he like took a really nice signature for some longs on NQ. And originally I was thinking about fading it, but I saw a really nice 3 minute S&P confirmation, so I took a later entry than him and just wrote it to the 245 high with my boy. But this guy doesn't sleep. I swear to God, bro. I get Discord messages from this guy at like 2 a.m. and he's like, "Dude, peep this, peep this." I'm like Asia session. I'm like, bro, hey, let me show you. I'm not gonna show you guys this, but it's crazy. This guy actually texted me the why he's up for Asia, London, and New York, and the only thing that keeps this guy alive is his naps. Yo, what's up, Authridge? Dude, I swear his naps are the one thing that keep him alive. Who is he? He's the fucking dog. That's what he is. He's one of my boys. Really good trader. All right, give me just a sec here. Ba-da-da-da. Dude, GC's dying. Oh my God, another 10 points on GC in under 7 minutes. This is diabolical, guys. Hey, yo, what's up, Easy? Couple hours here and there. Yeah, dude, Tristan's on it though, man. 10 a.m. reversal. It's feasible. I'd like to see 10 a.m. reversal would be crisp if we could see the 700 draw get met. If we see a 700 draw get met, you guys don't understand how happy I'm gonna be if we reach this draw. I'll be so happy if we reach this draw. We'll see though. We must wait. And I believe, by the way, we have Alex joining me for today's session relatively soon. Or I have Alex and Bray. I'm forgetting. Let me check here. But we got a good stream. We got a good stream today coming in. So today we've got Alex, Bray, and I believe. Or wait, just Bray. Sorry, I'm being stupid here. Yes. Bray's gonna be joining me today. Yeah, Bray's on at 9, and then Alex might join around 9:30 for a bit. That's what he mentioned. That's why I was a little confused. Alex might join us for 9:30 for a little some trading shenanigans alongside all of us, dude. The freaking boy. These 1 minutes and 3 minutes are gnarly on NQ right now, dude. There is some volatility in this pre 9 o'clock session. This feels like the New York session. I feel like I'm trading the New York with this PA right now. I feel like I'm trading New York. Tell you don't tell me you don't get that. Tell me you don't get. Sue to you. Is that why you're saying that? What's your Discord? I got you. It's Leo8684. Don't hesitate to reach out to me. Any questions, comments, concerns? Want to figure out more about me as an individual? Hit my line. I'm not single, but I'll respond to any questions in regards to trading. Has anybody heard of Black Arrow, by the way? The company Black Arrow that's kind of making their I'm a dude, French. I'm just joking. It's my girl's YouTube. I hope you realize I was just messing. I know you're a dude. I was making a joke in general to chat. Cat, I'm not gonna rip a joke like that again. I was just making a joke to chat. It wasn't directed at you. I know it sounds like it was directed to chat. I was saying reach out. I said chat, reach out to me on my Discord. Not oh Lord. I'm not making a joke like that again. That one didn't land, guys. Oh fuck. That's a fumble. That's a major fumble. Yeah, I was just messing. That was more of a message to chat, joking around here. Oh Lord. Now that's a fumble. Big 3 minute here. Massive 3 minute movement here. Okay. You go on cue. You show us the way. All right, I'm just getting these Apex accounts connected now, and then we should be good. That's a big 3 minute move here. Big 3 minute, big 1 minute move here. when do you use 3 minute, 1 minute, whichever one gives me the cleaner picture. So if 3 minutes giving me a good picture, I'm gonna trade 3 minute. If 1 minute looks too much noise, then I'll trade 3 minute. It's literally all it's alternation. You want to see what time frame is giving you the cleanest storyline. And by storyline, I mean like, as in trading. Like which one's giving me the cleanest picture to trade. That's what then I'll transition to the time frame that gives me that cleanest picture. Looks like it's trying to form a C2 here based off of this reaction pre 9 o'clock open. We got about 9 minutes till 9 o'clock here. We'll see what happens. No trades pre-session, X giveaway reroll. Yeah, I mean I gave one account away to the winner and I have to do the reroll today. Did have time yesterday. Maybe I should buy it on Monday. Gonna call up an Apex account. Wish me luck. Hell yeah. Whichever works, Matrix. I mean, you buy an account when you want to buy. If you already have accounts now, I don't see a reason to buy one right now. But if you do use code lab, who's your favorite prop firm at the moment? Gotta say it, man. Call me a fanboy, Lucid. Lucid's just so good, dude. Their payout policy, their rules, I mean, their live programs, all right, but say they're kind of on par with it, dude. They got it. They got that dog in them. Can't even lie. They got that dog in them. Lucid's just kind of been like really dominating the space right now. They have really good accounts. They've kind of just been listening to what actual traders want as well. So, and also AJ's just cool as fuck, dude. AJ's so funny, bro. He's just a meme. Like you guys just seen a prop from event in London. This guy is just like he's such a Chad. Like I'll just never be as cool as him, is what I'm saying. All right, looks like we're about to form a C2 here on NQ. GC is just heading lower. C2 here about to form on NQ pre 9 o'clock. We got about 7 minutes till 9. Guys, I have a question, chat. What's your guys' opinions on you do pro or flexes? I do flexes, flex 50K. TPT is great. I've heard a little bit of some bad reviews in terms of their customer support, but TPT is great. I trade the 50K flex, but I've traded the pros as well. They're both good. Flexes would be the best in my opinion, though. They're also cheaper. I want to see liquidity seat though as well. Yeah, ideally. I'll have to see QE of the 1 hour order block right now, but let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do Apex for prices right now. Yeah, of course. Make sure you don't click the legacy accounts come with a fat activation fee though. So just be careful. It's like I think it's $100 activation fee. They might entice you to the $119 account, but then it's $100 or the $19 account, but then it's $100 activation fee. So just be wary of that. That's the only thing. All right, failed C2. Looks like we're rejecting off that. Lagging down to this 1 minute gap on a Q. Lots of interesting movement here. I'm not sure how to react to any of this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. Yeah, Apex prices are great. Lucid's also great too. Lucid, I think they still they still might be doing, or my funded futures is also really good. And they're offering a 50% off. They're offering 50% off on the first two accounts I think you purchased with them. Has anyone been unbanned by Apex and banned for 6 months? Message support. They're not going to go through your old support messages. You have to be diligent and actually get new responses. Like put your name at the top, contact them, reach out. Guys, I can't lie though. It's looking like midweek reversal profile. I want to see a bearish. We've got some big draws at the lows here on NQ. Really looking for this to play. There's so many drivers right now. Is that the weekly open? Yeah, that's the weekly open. One sec. Let's just mark this out as our that's our weekly open here. So I'm gonna just watch this level as well. We also have weekly low. We'll mark this out as our weekly low. Weekly open, weekly low here. Looks like, yeah, we're set up beautifully for a midweek reversal profile. We also have an SMT here, SMT strength switch here on these highs. So I'm definitely anticipating lower prices for today. Your boy is bearish and a bearish PSP as well with Nasdaq leading that leg lower. I am bearish. I am bearish as fuck this week, guys. Post on Insta. I'm gonna get some sleep now. They good luck trading. You'll kill it. Thank you, Boston. I appreciate it. They banned me also. Oh, that is on. You should send a new message to support. They should be able to get back to you guys. We had open, high, low, close. I know, right? Open, high, and now low close here. I think these Friday lows here look super good. Mark out all these draws. I think today I'm gonna watch for a driver to be put in place, and I think we're gonna see a beautiful leg lower. Just get kind of these draw. I need to clean up my chart a bit. I just need to film my trade recaps because I need to get some YouTube content up for you folks. So once I get some YouTube content, then I can start framing some good. All right. Look at this, and we have the daily PSP as well. This looks disgustingly good. Yeah, I want to watch to see this drive. I want to watch the driver and I want to trade this lower. Trist, these shorts are gonna print. Buy. I still think we're gonna buy higher to sell lower here on NQ. This looks good though, guys. I can't lie. We've got weekly open relatively close. That's a weekly low here, which will map out around the 9. Actually, let me just get that extended to like 10 o'clock. That's the weekly low. Then we have weekly open somewhere. Weekly open, which you actually just barely missed the weekly open as well. 1016, 1016. Holy cow, this looks good. Give me one sec, chat. I'll respond to. Do you think TTFM indicator is worth the 45? I do, but I think there's a discount on, is there not? Dude, holy cow, this daily profile looks so bearish on NQ, man. Strength switch SMT, daily PSP, open, high, low, close, dude. That looks disgustingly good. Weekly opens inbound, it looks like. Also, Pookie Bray's gonna be joining us here in just a second, folks. So stay tuned. Weekly opens inbound here, though. We're about to see that weekly open just get smashed. And this weekly low, dude. Open, high, low, close profile. Holy cow. This looks so good. I could cry. Alrighty, Bray about to join me up here, chat.
Good morning.
Howdy, howdy. How's it going?
Not too bad. How are you doing?
Doing good, doing good. I missed on some fantastic shorts, but I took some during London, but now we're just seeing price just absolutely run away.
Yeah, I did not have this on my bingo card today, but
I mean, yeah, it's
we'll
fair
rock with
enough.
it.
Can't lie. The one thing I'm really liking is the fact that we formed open, high, low, close, and strength switch S&T at the highs. So it's I want to watch for 9:30 to buy back a bit because we have so many unfilled 15-minute gaps now. Buy back a bit during 9:30 and just use that as a sell trap and just milk it lower.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. Like even like we have SMT the previous weekly low with ES now, but we also don't have any sort of like breaker set up or anything. So this any sort of up move is just going to be seen as a retracement for me.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
I got to run through the session and do some replay mode and see get my boundaries because I haven't seen price since 11 last night. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
no worries. Did you trade Asia last night?
yeah, dude, I bought like the low of the day inside of that 15-minute breaker that didn't get tapped from yesterday.
Holy.
Took it all the way up, moved to BE, and then we had friends over, so I was just kind of chilling and whatever. And I had a TP at PDH, and it came back and took me out BE.
Oh,
I was up 2R, I was up 2R or something like that, and then it came back and sniped me out BE. So I was like, all
BE.
right, I was
Oh,
like, all
that's
right,
so unfortunate, dude.
yeah. So I didn't manage it or anything. I was busy with
Yeah.
friends. It was
Oh,
whatever,
that's
but
so unfortunate, man.
yeah.
Seen that trade
Um,
get tagged up E. Oh my
oh
gosh.
yeah. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Milo. Tristro, Extreme. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing on this fine Thursday?
300 point move on YM as well. The wick, the 752 wick on YM's just held for 300 points.
Let's see here.
Yeah, this is gonna be I think this is gonna be a fun New York session. I'm hoping. I'm not gonna jinx it, but it looks like a fun New York session. We're forming a temporary C2. I'm fine with this if 9 o'clock buys back a bit, then we see New York Open sell. I wouldn't be opposed. Again, light chat. I wouldn't be opposed, Jet. My lover's got a humor. She's a girl out of humor. What's funny is I was looking at silver shorts this morning too, and it just died. It just died. Unfortunate, man.
Hello, Bryce. You prefer BE or missing the trade? I prefer to be in the trade regardless. I'd rather take a loss than miss a trade. Personally, I don't know. I don't like missing trades, but like if I could do something about it, that's what I mean. Like if I wake up and I missed a trade, like whatever. But if I like fade a trade for whatever reason, or like I'm just not feeling it, and then it ends up like you know doing something like I don't like missing trades because then that makes me feel like I'm off out of focus.
Hmm.
Whereas if I take a loss and it's a good loss, I'm like, okay, I did everything I could.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's see here, do some replay mode. Yeah, that gap down was massive, and then it bought it straight back up. It was beautiful.
I know.
Um, we didn't have any sort of. I mean, we had AM low SMT when I bought it, and then we did delete it, so that could have been a sign. But this was good, and then we maintained that daily high SMT. Didn't really have an hourly bearish breaker yet. We had a 15-minute. mm, let's see.
Anubis, for me, I'm looking. I want to see price retrace into some of these unfilled gaps before we sell lower. Because for me right now, I can't fade a bearish bias for today. It's near impossible for me to fade a bearish bias based on the higher time frame context. So I will do what it takes. I will wait however long, but I want to see retrace some type of an S&T validation, watch for the primary driver, and trade that driver lower. I think it's in the playbook for today. This market looks weak. And there's a chance that New York session just immediately off the get-go swipes out weekly open and weekly low. And if that's the case, then I'm still gonna see if there's some way because I think there's a lot of potential for shorts here. Yeah, that's what I'm watching for the Anubis. Eye sideways, yeah, Bray. Yeah, doesn't Bray have the cleanest charts ever, guys? This guy has some gnarly chart colors. They're so clean. 600 point relative high work at. Holy moly. Finally, gold going to 3,900. Yeah, gold's going to 3,900, and your boy's fucking taking some more bi-weekly swings on GLD. Got a dip nap for real. Thank you, Trist. Much love, brother. Have a good nap, dude. It's about to be out. He's out, dude. Rest of the day. That's it. He's not trading New York, guys. Your boy Tris is gonna be dead asleep, man.
Type in the chart colors in chat for you, TBZ. Just that.
Yeah, your chart colors are wicked clean, by the way, boss man.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, there goes the
Scale.
new load they put in yet again here. It's like never stopping.
There it is.
Dude, I think I could be such a legendary breakout trader. I wanna buy like a Apex $50 account and just see if I can scalp 30 second. Like take a relevant low, just take a massive 30-second trade. It could just be so much fun. My love has got a humor. She's a giggle like funeral.
That 5 a.m. sweep of London high with SMT at that high was super nice.
Super.
Tagging digital open at midnight, tapping back up into the 15-minute bearish breaker from 1 a.m. Let's see.
Gotta tap back in a weekly open here. This looks bearish. Yeah, I'm such a it's not often I'm like this aggressive with bias, but like today's really hard for me to fade a bearish bias, man. Call me Vin Diesel. For no reason, actually. Why the fuck did I say that? Don't call me
Bro,
Vin
what?
Diesel. Couldn't tell you.
I mean, I'll call you Vin Diesel if you want.
Vin Diesel. All right, massive 1 minute gap. Looks like we're at inverse this 1 minute gap here. Failed inversion here. We'll see. Yeah, likely failed inversion. Psych. Inversion on the 1 minute. Nasdaq here leading with some immediate bearish bullish aggression here off the 1 minute inversion. See if it makes its way back, retraces back into the
Graham, can you go single screen? I forgot to log into my broker. Pretty please. Thank you.
Yeah, guys, this can be failed 1 minute inversion. There we go, as per usual. Failed 1 minute inversion here, likely going to lead to like lower. We do have this weekly low here that is just like it is itching. This weekly low is itching to get tapped. So, weekly open here, reclosure back with the weekly open. Gold, dude, gold. Look at fucking gold, bro. It's fucking dying.
Oh shit! I'm good by the way, Graham.
41.43. It's a 100-point move on gold since overnight session last night. Gold and silver were bearish, man. And I looked for silver shorts this morning on that personal, but I didn't pull the trigger. I had a good 3 minute framework, and I didn't pull the trigger because I hadn't traded silver in a minute. So the only reason I didn't trade it was just because I hadn't traded silver in a minute. I faded it. Like, you gotta do a mentorship on your mental. You always happy, dude. Don't glue yourself to the charts 24/7. Go on a fucking run.
Go for a hike.
Go for a hike.
Have a beer.
Have a beer. What this guy said, man. I agree.
What else is fun? Cut the grass. That's a fun one.
Cutting the grass. Yeah, dude.
Take up gardening. If you wanna immediately be happy, fucking be a gardener. Like start a garden. I don't know why.
I saw your little
it's so
post,
therapeutic.
Like watering your garden and stuff. I'm like,
it's so therapeutic, bro. It's so therapeutic.
Yeah, Bray stepping into what we're gonna now call the fatherly figure stage of life. Where that garden be feeling just a little too good, you know. It's just like you watering up that flower. He's like, honey, the iceberg lettuce is almost ready for picking. Like, oh.
No, dude, because like we got cucumbers. The cucumbers are like starting to grow, and I'm like, we're getting all excited about it. Like we're 2 weeks out, 2 weeks out, and then we can
Dude,
start picking.
call that to
It'll
a
be great.
T, by the
Yeah,
way.
cucumber salad incoming. No more Costco
Dude,
cucumbers.
what I love is, dude, taking out the tractor, man.
Oh yeah,
Taking out the tractor, mowing a little grass. Dude, my tomatoes are coming in. Yeah, I my
nice.
actually all throughout high school, my mom and I worked on the backyard garden together, and we would do tomatoes, iceberg lettuce. That's why I'm saying that. I used to get so amped about lettuce. We did carrots, strawberries, lettuce, and
Nice.
then little tomatoes.
Yeah. Oh, sick. Yeah, we got a raspberry. We got a bunch of raspberry bushes in our yard too. So we've been picking. We'll get fresh raspberries every morning or every day.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
It's blackberry season's in now, dude. I've been I went on a small run like 3 days ago, and I
Uh-huh.
literally just was grabbing a few from this one like hidden road that I went on. Just doing a couple
So,
pickings, man. It was great. Like
yeah,
this
it's
is
awesome.
electric, man. I just feel like it. Yeah, no complaints. I still
Gardens
miss
and
seat
cleaning your
too.
car.
I
It's
know.
the cleaning easily growing up combo. Yeah, yeah.
Hey guys, I'm curious to know what's your guys' therapeutic activity? I see fishing, gardening, etc. What else? Have a girlfriend. Real. Can't lie. Quite therapeutic.
Golf. Yeah. Golf is a lot like trading mentally,
Yeah,
but it's
it
so much fun.
does require a ton of patience. Mad respect to y'all golfers out there, bro.
Cooking.
Holy yeah.
Cooking's a big one for me too. I like cooking a lot.
Can't lie, guys. This trade down into the weekly low here would have been a 200. This 1 minute, this 3 minute short I was telling you guys about. We're on par for 228 points now on that. Jeez Louise. We got fucking potatoes. Potatoes are great. We got fucking potatoes. Also blueberry season, you're right. Gun range. In there
Mm.
about twice. Gun range is honestly fun. I feel like if you want to do proper gun range, you gotta go like Texas, go to the big range, start shooting the big boys, you know?
Yeah.
I'm talking whipping a 50 cal and seeing your booty jiggle when you hit it because the recoil is just absolutely diabolical. Dude, my friend, it was
Booty
so
jiggle.
one of the best videos I have on my phone. I'm gonna expose my boy here. Is one of my like childhood best friends. This guy hits the gym. Let me tell you, this guy squats. Like he squats like 515 pounds. When I mean this guy's got the biggest glutes on a male I've ever seen. We shot a 50 cal at a range, speaking of which, in Texas, and this guy, like the recoil wasn't even the gun, man. It was diabolical, guys.
You gotta get a slow motion video of it.
The best part is we do. He was like, "Can you film me
Oh
shooting
my
this?" And I'm
God.
like, "Oh my God." It's one of our inside jokes now, guys. I promise it's not like that. Stress me. I was waiting for somebody to say pause or hold up. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Something ain't right. And I started smelling him. All right,
That's actually funny as fuck.
about 16 minutes to the open here. A really manly group of guys shooting guns and lows. They're going, wow, look at that glute recoil. Yeah, dude, it was all like, Texan redheads, cowboy hats, and some fat rifles. Some of the guys were doing like shooting, like time shooting as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I can't lie. I mean, it's almost tempting for me to want to take this just because market's not retracing that aggressively right now. I almost want to just tag this small 1 minute short here, stop at the protected high, and just take it into the weekly low. I might tag this. Well, if this 1 minute does confirm, I might just do a micro trade with like, 5 micros limited risk here. If it closes, if we fail this confirmation, then it's likely that it's going to retrace deeper into this 1 minute gap. But I'm curious to take this because weekly low is a big draw for me right now that I'd like to see met. Likely failed closure here though, so low representing the Castro. Yeah, GC's jumping off a cliff, guys. It's insane.
Yeah,
I
what
was
the
looking at
hell?
GC, I was looking at GC this morning. It was at like 4,100 or something when I was just opening up the charts. All right, that's a failed closure. 9:15, 15 minutes to the open. Likely just going to wait until the 9:30 now. This morning, I hopped on a call with Trist, and like we were just casually chatting on Discord, trading London session together. And he just
Mhm.
nonchalantly goes quiet for a sec. And then he was like, yo, wait, this trade on NAS looks crazy. Takes a 15-minute SMT confirmation for higher. Immediately, like erection candle of the century, just rocketeers up like 90 points within like 7 minutes, dude. I was like, holy cow.
That's crazy. How do you know Tristro?
I know him through T and all those guys. He's an insane trader. It's
Yeah,
cool.
he's got
It's
some
cool.
fucking deadly charts. Yeah.
What's cool though is he doesn't trade one model, which I know is like a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people like, why the fuck do you only not trade one, or why do you trade multiple models? He's very discretionary, but his bias is wicked. Like he's the type of guy that, like today, just trading with him, I can see it too because he hasn't been trading that long either. I think he's been trading for like 2 years. But his read
Yep.
on market on higher time frame, like he's really good at scouting external to internal, internal to external, and he just picks up on things super quick. And
hmm
so like we're trading and like he can within 3 minutes of looking at a chart, he can scout whether there's like a presentable setup for him. And then he'll take it. And I'm like, what was that? He's like, oh, it was a TTFMC2, then taking a 1 minute break for entry to confirm a signature higher. I'm like, that's not even a model I've heard of. But like he just uses confluences. He's quite wicked with it.
Yeah,
I'm glazing my
that's
boy,
cool.
but yeah, he's honestly just it's cool to see people like that because it's not often you see somebody that like really, really
Yeah,
dives into
like
the discretionary side.
yeah, that's a gift. It's a gift
Yeah.
to be able to like scout setups that fast. It takes me a while
Mhm.
to like I have to do my full top down and everything. Some days like
Yeah.
it's obviously very easy, but most days like I'm working for it.
Yeah, of course.
I think yeah, maybe we have to take this low of week to engage with some sort of liquidity before we can make that retracement higher. Take out the liquidity and then get a retracement up into these gaps somewhere, maybe up into the hourly breaker from 8:45 yesterday morning, and then drop down to, oh, where could we go? Where could we go? Down to previous weekly low, I guess. -4 standard deviations of the 15-minute bearish breaker from yesterday. Also can pull some fibs, some time-based fibs, which -4 rests at previous weekly low as well if we use the digital opening standard deviation. Nice. Nice, nice,
Wow,
nice.
last second failed the clutch below the system. Faded that. Yeah, no. What a market, dude. This is so intriguing.
I have a buy limit set at 700. Damn, you got some balls.
You're gonna play no game.
Yeah, seeing how this monthly candle is printing makes me honestly just think like we're just gonna close this month bearish, and then until we get some sort of open low, high time frame
Hmm.
candle, we can't really go higher. That was kind of my thinking. Like earlier on in the week, we had some nice buys, but like Monday and Tuesday were Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I guess, were all nice. Um, but as far as I guess yeah, not Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday were nice. But as far as like some people were asking about like previous weekly high, and like it was
Hmm.
obviously possible, but like with how the previous week closed, how the day closed on Friday, like those were all just bearish candles and just set up for a retracement up into the gap.
Yeah,
So I mean, it makes sense. It's just yesterday they did not make the reversal obvious whatsoever.
not at all. It's been a tougher market. New York has been tough for me personally. Trading this as well. Like I feel like I've had quite a few like good reads on higher time frame. Then I switched to lower time frame on New York, and my stops as well have just been getting chased
Yeah.
quite aggressively. But like London, did you get in this layout? No, Craig, I didn't, but I alerted it like an idiot. I didn't take it. I decided to wait for a limit that I fucking knew was probably not going to get filled. And I was telling you guys like I should probably market order entry this, and I fumbled it. So. I honestly just, yeah, I messed it. There goes weekly lows and there goes 700s, dude. Holy cow. That trade, I was positioned in this trade. I had a limit set here, by the way, for 15 micros on that. So it would have been 15 micros, about like what, 300 points? C'est la vie, baby. It happens. Would have been less than that, about 230 points, 15 micros. Still a pretty solid trade. Equal lows on NQ right now for me. Yeah, equal lows on NQ.
That all three indices have failed to reversal the EQ. The move from April is highly likely. Where's EQ of that move? Let's see. From April. Down into 27, 170. I could see that. Down in those, that'd be nice. If we get down there, that's a great buy for the rest of the year on long-term ports.
I'm loading her up, dude. Every leg right now, I've just been snagging some more, dude.
What's up, Jordan? How you doing, my boy?
Buying power on my Roth as well. I've been doing some options, some cash secured puts on my Roth now, which has been fun. I'm gonna ball with that. All right, guys. Well, we have 9:30 open, about 8 minutes here. Equal lows. We're running away from equal lows on NQ right now, which means we're likely going to tap this weekly low pre-open just to fill out those equal lows as well. I'd be surprised if we ran away from equal lows this close to weekly lows as well. So likely just going to see this weekly low get tapped right now. Holy bejeebus. Somebody help the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ dying, man.
NASDAQ. Question about cash secured puts, because I'm not the options guy by any means. Is that essentially you're selling puts?
Yes.
And I guess, yeah, selling puts, but then you still have to have enough cash on the side to
have 100 shares of that asset.
Okay, so you're just selling options, essentially. Cash secured puts would
it's
be selling
options.
Exactly.
Okay. Spot on.
So you're just collecting premiums.
Premiums. Yep. And in these style markets too, it works beautifully.
Consolidating
as well.
markets.
Yeah. Consolidating markets works really well. Yeah. Or if you're confident in, like, in an example like this market, covered calls would be a great thing to selling covered calls would be a great thing to do. Because you're selling calls and collecting premiums from users that are basically, think of it that you're the buyer trap in a bearish market.
Oh, okay.
Wait, is that weekly lows? Oh, wow, there goes weekly lows and equal lows swept out here, guys. Holy cow. One sec, I'm getting my freaking limits here on QQQM as well. Ready.
Your freaking limits, Weddy.
I'm getting them witty. Weekly lows been swept. Guys, you better be careful. This is gonna absolutely whip. You gotta be very, very careful in these markets because you never really know what an index can do. This looks, oh, there goes 700. So look for a 930 pop, perhaps, potential. There goes the C. That's a C2 sweep off the weekly low. And weekly low sweat. I don't know if that's going to hold though pre-open, but we'll have to just wait to see. I think that's likely to get invalidated. I think market is still too aggressive on sell side here. Holy edge, my 700 limit hasn't filled. You should have gotten filled now. Oh, you didn't. Don't be a dick. It's going to get filled hopefully in about a second. Don't be a dick for a tick though. You had no reason to be a dick for a tick. Justin, I'm telling you right now, bro. Previous weekly low and bound. Yeah, we already tagged the week. Oh yeah, previous weekly low. You're right. All right, there you go. There's your 700 limit. Good stuff. Damn, dude. That would have been a fat trade had I taken that. Bit of a fumble of land here, but that's life, baby. I didn't capitalize where I should have, and I bite the bullet for it. So be it. Reswept out the weekly low. Like we're gonna see some type of bullish. I'd like to see some bullish sentiment going to the New York Open. Slight bullish retrace into those unfilled 50-minute gaps. Holy cow.
Oh,
okay.
whoa.
Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. Bullish sentiment, more like, yes, sir.
Who is this Justin guy? What does he know?
Yeah, what does Justin know, man?
He's probably bricked right the fuck up.
Justin was the whale, dude. You had to buy it.
Yeah, Justin.
You had
Yeah,
like a
Justin
hundred
was.
million dollar
Yeah.
dark pool order sitting at 700.
That's funny as
Maybe
fuck.
this is the fucking quant that's been screwing our stops, dude. He's just
Maybe.
listening in. I'm like, guys, Justin, you probably what? You
Justin.
made an immediate two bands off that or something? Or he's gonna say his limit didn't get filled. Your limit got filled at 699.
It had to have.
I don't believe it didn't. 500? Yeah. Well, dude, you just took a limit at a weekly low. Yeah, of course it's gonna reject aggressively off that. We had lots of resistance at that weekly low. There's like market makers right now are we're drooling to see this weekly low get met. Also, it'd be sick. We might form a fat C2 here, right at pre 930, which means that we might see a bit 930 just tag into these massive 15-minute gaps. I'm really curious to see what Nasdaq decides to do with this price action.
No trades since Asia session HM. Good morning, by the way. Took longs in Asia, basically caught low a day at 7 o'clock, and then ended up getting BE'd. But that's it for me. And then was hanging out with friends, and then ended up just closing up the charts and nothing since then. The shorts from London were kind of nice, or post London 5 a.m. were nice. Would have sold that. Just sold the opening prices with stops at the 130 high, and then probably would have looked for confirmation entries. But yeah. What monitor am I using? Just an Acer. I just have Acer monitors. My main one is like a 32-inch curved monitor, and then I have a 27, 27 curved above. Those are kind of my two main ones. Any monitor's fine. I'm not picky with mine.
It's
I guess I'm still thinking about your cash secured puts. I guess that's a great idea because you're gonna have the cash on the side anyway to buy at a discount. And if you're stuck in a consolidation, you're just eating up premiums and building
yeah,
up your capital to
dude.
deploy when they drop lower.
Yeah. What I'm saying is it's literally like selling options. By the way, you need more capital to start, of course, but it's genuinely one of the easiest ways to make money in markets. Because all
Mm-hmm.
you have to do is have enough and what happens, right? If you choose an asset that you really like the value of, like let's say you're doing Coca-Cola, because Coca-Cola's been stable for years, right? And let's say Coca-Cola, you finally get you get sold out of your puts, you have to buy 100 shares of Coca-Cola. Well, now you're buying Coca-Cola at a lower premium to begin with. And so now if those shares gain value, sell those 100 shares again, or you own 100 shares and you can keep continuing to sell and collect premium. You don't want to choose an asset that's extremely volatile, that's likely to go bankrupt or something, because then those 100 shares you own lose value. But if you find a stock that's been consolidating for the past 10, 15 years, you just sell cash secured puts or covered calls on that. You're just collecting premium on an asset that's going to maintain value of its share, like shareholder value,
Mm-hmm.
which it,
Is there a specific like phase of price that you want to see the high time frame in order to start selling puts
honestly,
or
like
start
typically
selling options in general?
like weekly consolidations or like weekly consolidations are probably going to be your best bet, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's
Can
going
you
to
do
be
them anytime, or trending markets tend to not work
um
that well?
trending markets work as well, not as well as consolidating markets though, but they're not bad at all. Give me one
Okay.
second here. I'm trying to get logged in on this last one. Half a second, folks.
I got an
All
85-inch
right.
monitor. Bro's trading
Oh,
from the fucking IMAX theater.
bro's trading from the
Crazy.
CIA hub, dude. That's what he's doing. He's trading from the fucking CIA hub.
Yeah. That is the server.
9 a.m. open here in about 8 seconds. YM is fucking tanking. Let's see what happens, baby. There goes the New York Open. Will the New York Open go lower or will it go higher? We will see.
Oh, how are you now? That's the 9:30 open. Let's Let's see.
Big sweep of the weekly low here. It'd be cool to see this get bought back up, but also it doesn't. Who knows, man? Holy bejeebers. Once I didn't even get my trade sinker loaded here, man. Market could calm down.
Wow, you know, always reminds me of Leonard Kenny. I know, dude. I mean, I Canadian, I guess. It's a Canadian thing. Oh, you know.
Let's see. I want to see this market get bought back up at these lows. 1 second, guys. I'm just getting trade sinker set. So production, if my screen's lagging, just know that I'm just getting this sinker set here. Give me just a sec. Bear with me here, chat. Bear with me. Weekly low swept out here. I wanna see NASDAQ buy back to sell lower. Might be worth also ditching indices right now since we tagged that major draw. I'm looking at commodities as well. I don't know. Big buyback here from the big NQ, man.
Gold's already kind of.
Yeah, gold's quite drawn out as well, though. It's a tough cookie to crack here, boys. Ba-dum-bum. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-ba-dum. Might form a C2 here with this closure, if we get that confirmation. Holy cow, okay, NQ. I need to take a great time. Back in anchor VWAP. See this anchor VWAP holds and continues this price leg higher. Be cool to confirm the C2. I'd be very happy if you can confirm the C2 sequence and just see a higher price leg. Please,
that would be closure above the 929 body for you.
Yes, closure above the 929 body. That would be like.
I'd be interested in longing this with you up into the gaps as well.
Yeah, this would be nice. And then once we make it up into the gaps, then I'd be looking to see if I could take some type of a short sequence. I like this closure though. It's moving quite far away from my intended. Luckily, risk is limited on this trade. Yeah, it's actually not bad. About 42 points if I go to the low, the 931, which is what I would likely use here. All right, I'm watching for this closure. I'm likely going to long this, guys, on the one. I do actually really like this signature here. All right, I've got limits set. I'm going to see. All right, I'm tagged in. I'm tagged into longs. Oh, saving grace, just hit my TP. Amazing grace. Please. All right, we'll see what happens, guys. Stop is at the 931 low here. Just want to see if we can see some type of an expansion higher. Don't want to get too greedy though, because market is obviously a bit fishy right now. This could get invalidated and we see a run back to weekly low. So this is what we have to be very careful for. So that's what I'm kind of watching for right now. Like, I don't like this reaction here right now.
Yeah.
Not tagged out. That's a resweep of the weekly low. If that weekly low holds, we'll still see this re-expand higher, but I'm just not super keen.
Guys, with this long, does it bother you that there is no fair value gap being left in the 1 minute before the long? Not really.
No,
it's obviously nice to have, but it's not necessary.
Yeah.
YM's the strongest at the moment, so we're going to see NQ maybe be the laggard a little bit.
No, YM's the driver right now in this market, but I'm liking that there's NQ's regaining some correlation with YM though too. It's not too shabby. Want to see this leg up here? Come on, give me a nice 1.5. And YM is strong too. It's a 300-point move within 4 minutes here. Holy bejeebers.
Yeah, ES and Y, I'm getting up into the gaps that I want to target for NQ.
Nice leg here. That's almost it's half into my TP now. I like this. NQ's now becoming a driver alongside YM here. This is really good. Might move stops to break even quite early. We'll see.
I'm moving stops to the 933 swing low.
I'm moving stop. I'm just BE here. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. I like it too. Just because we are trading counter trend, I want to just see an expansion higher. I'm not looking for anything to come back on me after this. definitely some aggressive trailing on my part. I don't normally do
Yeah,
that, but with this being counter trend and just trading out of a 1 minute breaker with nothing else, like I
same
feel so
twin.
naked trading it.
You and me are the same twin.
What the same, you and me.
I like this though. This is looking really good. This is looking super good. We're just tagging into the 9 o'clock, 9:08. I like this 9:08 pivot here. I want to see closure above the 9:08, and then we're likely to just re-expand into 9 a.m. highs. Good leg here though. Thanks to the stream tomorrow. All right, George, have a good one about that. Yeah, see that 9:08 high is holding quite well here. If this 1 minute gap can hold and we just don't see this inverse, this 1 minute gap holds, we'll see this just re-expand above the 9:08 and then likely hit TP, which I'm liking this reaction here. Good 1 minute reaction. Just want to see reclosure back above the 935 body too. Good leg here. Very nice leg. There we go.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. TP looking like we're about to get hit here.
You want to see us target that cluster and that cluster of highs on the 1 minute, which is also going to be a 50-minute bearish for value gap. That'll be kind of a partial area
All
for
right,
me. I'm just
that's
going to move
TP.
breaky.
TP's out. There we go. 63
Beautiful.
points. I'm out. Yay,
Good
Bray.
shit.
Yay.
Yay!
Yay.
Yay! Oh my god!
Yay. 1.5 R, guys.
Yay!
That was a very free trade. That was a very free trade. That was a super, super free trade.
I'm still rocking in mine.
For transparency, I'm leaving one micro in because I want to see I want to still see higher in these 15-minute gaps, but that's literally all but one micro taken out. That was a 10 micro trade for me. So one is left as a runner here. I'm just trying to see if we can make it up into some of these 15-minute gaps. We still haven't even tagged the lowest 15-minute gap here. So I want to see us get into that range.
There's my partial. I'm leaving one micro on as well. Good shit, Leo.
Dude, good shit
Pleasure,
for you as well.
pleasure riding with you. We
Yes.
barely ever. I feel like we're never on.
No, we're not.
We're
But
never streaming at the same time and taking the same trade.
this is how you know. This is how you know. This is some diff. You know, this is some different. I'm leaving this runner for 2R actually. I just want to secure profits today, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna leave this runner for 2R, which we itched my stop at 2R here and 2R out. Bang. Holy cow! 85 points on the one micro runner there. Amazing. Maybe we gotta start singing that, dude. Fuck.
Amazing grace.
That was a great trade. Holy
Beautiful
cow.
trade. I'm going to be looking for -2 standard deviations of the 1 minute breaker that we entered on as my final TP. So we're still in it for a little bit. That's going to be up at 28,863 and a quarter.
In a quarter.
In a quarter. At the moment, let's go to the NQ chart and see. We've got some divergences with YM, I believe, inside of above the 830 high, inside of these gaps, but I think we're probably gonna form a swing on this 15-minute, and then we could probably get another expansion up. This 4 hour is going to be closing bearish, I think, no matter how you slice it. So we are going to be just looking for continuations to the downside. But this was kind of a nice layup trade, just a lower risk, manage it a little bit tighter, and just look for that retracement back up into these gaps to then get short later on. So super, super good. It buys you a little bit of insurance for a later short.
I'm just posting on Instagram and tagging you. I'm saying 2R smash with Bray all while live.
W's.
With the winky smiley face.
We got timestamps for that, Graham?
Oh yeah. I forgot to call this out for him, Graham. Sorry about that.
We entered at the same time, so 9:33, and then I guess 9:38 is first exit. We're still in runners, so I guess I'm still in runners. You're out fully. Great trade, boys. 4-minute workday. That's what we love to see.
Yeah, dude. I'm honestly I'm tapped after that one, man. I can't lie, guys. 4 minute workday indeed. Best PAC. Also, this was a super great read. Weekly low into a retrace into a 15-minute gap. Like for me, that is a bread and butter trade, guys. Like it does not. There's not a lot of signatures that get cleaner than that. We sweep out an extremely relevant draw. We tag a long signature into the relevant. It's external to internal. We talk about this all the time on these segments, guys. All we're doing with markets is we're trading external to internal, internal to external. And that's literally exactly what we did not right now, was we just took an external to internal trade.
Yep.
That was so beautiful. Thank Ned Dick. Thank you, Ned Dick.
Back that deck.
I appreciate the free liquidity. That was super solid though. Yeah, I was like, all right, dude, that's like whatever. Hold that 15, that's just expanding away. YM was a huge driver for this morning. I like that NQ also really quickly regained correlation with YM there. That gave me relative, it just really rebuilt some strength. And once it held that 1 minute gap, the 934 1 minute FEG, that just looked primed to just ripperoni. Also, that trade alone, that just passed the 5 new Apex accounts and copy traded and on the personal. That's a fat trade for me,
Damn,
boys.
it's a big day.
Yeah.
I'll be right
Most
back in
out
a sec. I got limits set at 871. I gotta go take the garbage out. Forgot garbage truck is coming.
Go
Go,
for
go,
it.
go.
Go for it. Quite ecstatic about that one, guys. I can't lie. Quite ecstatic. Guys, that was a great trade. If you haven't already, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to the stream segment. Go buy a Lambo. Bro, you know what I want more than a Lambo, man? A nice house. I want a nice vacation. I don't need the Lambo, man. I got my Rivian, Doug. I'm ecstatic about my Rivian. Yeah, this is great, guys. This is a great. I missed that one. Let's get another one in 15 seconds. Yeah, right, dude. I'm super super amped about this trade, man. And Bray's gonna come back to his 871 hitting, by the way. He's gonna be like, ooh. Yeah, that was a great read too. Like Bray and I were both on par, and you guys don't see Bray and I trade like together quite often, but when Bray and I are on like that, when we are thinking of the same thing, that mental alignment is just beautiful, man. Bray and I were just like, it's great. Patience and right bias equals at the machine. Exactly. Yeah, and I'm feeling like a machine right now. Bray and I just milked that.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say you were gonna come back to your 871 hitting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
Wait, I should probably
I'm honestly
probably
ecstatic
take a
about that, dude.
screenshot.
That was the best. That was the best one of the best trade of the
Yep.
day for me.
Huge. Okay, I'm out. I'm out full.
Dang! Right. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning. That was great, dude. Good stuff, dude. Virtual high
Yeah.
five because that's what we do here.
Yeah. Baby.
Bang! All right, guys. Well, that's literally a 13-minute workday for Bray, 4 minute workday for myself. Is the trade running 140 points? Yes. Am I crying about it? Hell no. We're up a bag today, boys. What do we got to cry about? Only thing we got to cry about is nothing. Actually, we have nothing to cry
Nothing.
about.
You got
Yeah,
crap about nothing.
actually, nothing. Short nothing, shit.
Good shit, everyone. Everyone, it looks like a lot of people took that with us. Good stuff,
Yeah.
everybody. Good
I'm
stuff.
curious
Good
to
stuff.
type of one in chat if you guys ended up taking these longs with us because I know a lot of us were long biased off the weekly low. I'm curious to know who took longs off these weekly lows. Type of one, give me a thumbs up, give me some signature letting me know you were alongside us with this. It's cool to see you guys taking the trades alongside us. Got an
Mm-hmm.
interactive audience here.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Getting
Bray
some
got tagged
ones
for your short. I just did it 880. No short, just exits. Just exits out of my long.
out of my long
Out of my
position.
long.
Watermelon. Inside of a watermelon. Yeah, that was great. It looks like this 1 minute gap's gonna hold again here. We're gonna see a re-expansion higher off that. It'd be sweet. Flip this 1 minute bullish and just run away. I wanna run away. It's not even the first. Now it's the new 15-minute open. Holy cow. Think proper cook, man. Anywhere at this place.
All right, don't need to be on the micro at this point in time. Let's see what we got cooking. The
That 15 minute just making a retrace leg here, big retrace into this 1 minute gap as well. Ideally, would like to see this expand away from this 1 minute gap and just see price head higher, but could be a little ambitious here as well, chat.
no SMTs up at this in these gaps either. I think they're all trading inside of the same gap. Yeah, they've all taken that 830 high and nothing else. So it's gonna be looking probably for some sort of consecutive candle SMT. Maybe the next hour will give us something. Yeah, there is a chance that we could wait until the 4 hour. Maybe we get up into the 8 a.m. high. But
So I'm getting a trade log here, guys. I'm gonna get back on some trade logging so I can do some trade reviews on stream. Anywhere at this place.
I guess yeah. Should we do a collaborated breakdown like Step Brothers interview?
Yeah, give me like 2 seconds. I'm so
I'm
game for
Leo.
it, dude. I'm
I'm
Leo,
Leo.
and
I'm
I'm
Bray.
Bray, and this
And we're
is
gonna
how we
be
smash
yeah, yeah. We share the same brain, and this is how we caught 2R on the NASDAQ.
on the NASDAQ. Let me explain.
Yeah, for me to get short, guys, gonna need to see some sort of SMT inside of these gaps, followed up by a bearish breaker on the 1 minute for confirmation. At the moment, it's looking like it just is going to continue to expand higher out of these gaps and then maybe set us up there. But yeah.
This 1 minute gap. It's just kind of we filled this 1 minute gap twice. Now we're just kind of doing who knows what around it.
We took the trade off of the previous weekly low. Yeah, the low of week on NASDAQ. We took longs at 9:30.
Yeah, I can't lie, guys. I got nothing left for me this session. I'm kind of just content with what I have and very happy to walk away from this session. Green. That was a big trade for me too. It was a 10 micro trade, so good size on that. Good methodology. No sweat. Holy cow. Okay. Big 1 minute
Some credit to
reaction.
the dude that had the limit buy at 700. Yeah, Justin's a little market maker. He's our little market maker.
Little market Michael.
Yeah, the guy's in nowhere for sure. I don't see it. Can you zoom out and show that? Yeah, so right here, Dev. You can see confirmation above this 930 swing high confirms the bullish breaker on the 1 minute with the previous weekly low SMT taking standard deviations from the high time frame bearish breakers. Enter inside of that, inside of the breaker. Look for us to get up inside of these relative equal highs here, which is also a 50-minute bearish fair value gap for partials, and also getting up into -2 standard deviations of the 1 minute breaker for a full TP.
Yeah.
Nice,
I
Justin,
can't.
you've been crushing it.
Dude, I can't lie, man. I might just hop off the session here. I really don't feel a need to do anything
Yeah,
else.
no.
I'm like very content with my session performance today, so I just want to low key hop off and just call it a day here. Get ready for some B-Day celebrations, dude.
Is it today?
No, tomorrow, bro. I'm just
Tomorrow. Okay, I was gonna say I thought it
no,
was Friday.
getting ready, getting ready.
Nice, dude. What are you getting up to?
Dude, I'm going with the missus and her fam to south of France for the weekend. The
Oh
little
my
little
god.
beach and hanging.
Nice,
Good.
dude.
I'm excited.
So fun.
Super excited. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. Honestly, great trade, fantastic session. Got no reason to sit around anymore, so I'm off. But love y'all so much. Thank y'all for tuning in as per usual. It was super fun as per usual getting on these segments with you guys, trading live and smashing it with the boy Bray today. If you guys
Yeah.
haven't already, make sure you guys are liking, subscribing to the stream segments. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. You guys are the gist. There's over 130 of us right now. Bray's gonna be staying on the rest of this session, guys. But much love to everybody else. I will see you all. Um, I I believe actually tomorrow I'm on for one stream segment, and then I will see you all when I see you guys next. Alrighty, guys. See you. Ciao, ciao. Bray.
All right, brother.
Splendid session. I'll see you soon.
Yes, sir. You too. Take care.
Later.
All right, gang. I'm still here. Still here. We're gonna be here till about 11 o'clock, so let's keep chilling out, see what we can milk for the rest of the session here. I'm kind of in the same camp as Leo at the moment based on how price is printing. I am content with what I got. I don't have anything else to dabble with, so I can take this massive headset off now. Yeah, nothing else to mess around with on the charts. Not really looking for anything else. We don't have any sort of SMT inside of this gap here. 2-frame continuation shorts. I don't even have a bearish breaker on the 1 minute to even get a confirmation entry. So we're chilling. It might just want to continue to drop. Yeah, but we can see. I am bearish on the day. I do want to see more bearish delivery. It's just a matter of sitting and waiting to see if we get a confirmation entry, right? We obviously don't. Market doesn't need to give us one. But we're kind of, that was a really nice rebalance on the hourly. Would have been nice to get some sort of entry, but no dice. That's all right. If the model ain't there, I don't want it. Is everyone clear on the longs from this morning? Everyone's very clear. No gaps in understanding or anything. Everyone understands why we took it, how we took it, why we got out where we did. Yeah, it was super clean. Very, very easy read. Good morning, Ahmad. Yeah, very, very easy read. Should have my shorts from 880. Yeah, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I understood because it's what previous weekly low. Low of week, not previous weekly low, but we do have divergence at the previous weekly low with ES sweeping it this morning. So you have that, but yeah, the low of week, which is the Monday low from 6:30 p.m. So you have that. I just joined, walk me through the trade. Gladly. So overnight expansion, taking us down into the weekly open and the low of week. ES sweeping out the previous weekly low. So you have that divergence there, looking for 930 to Judas higher into these gaps to then get short. Okay, so 930 sweeps out. Well, we sweep out the weekly low at 915, but 930 sweeps further. You have your divergence, you have your driver. We're tagging standard deviations of multiple different breakers and projections. And we're essentially just looking to get up into these gaps here. We create this 1 minute bullish breaker, which is accompanied by this swing low to this swing high. And then this sweep out. Closure above this 930 high is going to be your bullish breaker confirmation. Your entry is on that bullish breaker. Stop at the low, targeting -2 standard deviations with partials at this kind of these equal highs here, which are going to be a 15-minute bearish fair value gap. That's all it is. Essentially just like taking advantage of the fact that we want to see 930 Judas higher before an expansion lower. See that protraction higher to kind of induce buyers to look for a complete reversal, but we're just trading external to internal range liquidity. How do you frame your trade about developing weekly low when it's still developing? You need low time frame confirmations and confluences. So the confluences are that we met standard deviations, which basically tells us that it's met an area in which we can retrace or reverse. We swept out liquidity. We have gaps above us, internal range liquidity, and then we have a divergence with the previous weekly low followed up by a low time frame confirmation breaker. Right? I wouldn't be looking for any sort of high time frame price move, considering the fact that we only have a 1 minute bullish breaker, right? Low time frame breakers give low time frame moves, right? High time frame breakers allow for high time frame expansions. So the fact that we don't have one here tells me that I just have to play those projections. And we're also counter trend trading, right? So we can only look for internal. Hence why when this was going on, once we formed this 933 candle and we retraced and respected the 930 opening price, I moved my stop to there. And then once we expanded above, I moved my stop just kind of right at 930 opening price, just a little bit above below these bodies. And that's an aggressive management on my part. If any of you know me, you know that I don't love to move my stops, but in a counter trend trade like this with a low time frame confirmation being my only confirmation, 100% I'm going to protect my capital. That 2 standard deviation was a clutch TP. Yes, sir. That's why we use them. That is why we use them. Yeah, shorts clean because of the bearish breaker. Yeah, just no divergence. So it's a no trade for me. We might be creating a 15-minute bullish swing here. So we can blow this low in the next 15-minute candle, 4-hour sweep of the previous 4-hour low, create a 15-minute bullish breaker. That can kind of give you a higher time frame look. But obviously, we'd have to be waiting for that confirmation in order to get long. I do favor to get some sort of divergence in the highs, maybe above the 9 a.m. high inside of that hourly for value gap, and then look for an entry inside of that. Maybe NQ takes it, considering NQ failed to take the previous daily high. And it also did not prep any sort of bearish breaker in this leg until we get below these lows here. So let's see. We're in no rush, gang. No rush whatsoever to get involved with this. Very solid exit. Very happy with my exit on that trade. Very, very happy indeed. Essentially, pretty much sold it. Yeah, I sold the the candle high. Love me a good exit. I love me a good exit. Where was my stop loss? My stop loss was below the 930 low. Is SMT always important? It is for me. It's not a net. It's not like for me, it's a mandatory, but you absolutely do not need SMT in order to catch a trade. it's an added confluence that I like that I absolutely require. You're gonna find SMTs everywhere. So you need some sort of like you need to draw the line somewhere. So for me, that's like the minimum SMT that I can use would be like 15-minute for value gap SMT or like 15-minute consecutive candle SMT. I don't use any SMT below a 15-minute chart because I think SMT is a high time frame confluence, not a low time frame confluence. Here's 10 a.m. 4-hour close bearish, hourly close bearish. We're seeing a retracement back up into the 9 a.m. range. Maybe we can get some sort of SMT inside of this hourly bearish gap. That would be kind of what I'm looking for. Run out this move, go create a fresh leg. But I have my doubts. It might just continue to drop here without us. I filter SMTs as I see them only at extreme swings. That's fair. Everyone's got their method. Everyone's got their method. I'll use 3 types of SMTs. There's multiple, but old highs and lows for value gaps. Excuse me. And consecutive candles. Those are the 3 SMTs that I use. What prop firms do I trade with? Tradeify. And how many am I copying to? None at the moment. I've just got the one. I tried scaling. I had some accounts that I was scaling a few weeks ago. Then I hit my losing streak. So I lost those because I'm more aggressive on my evals. So I gotta get some more. But I've got this one. I've had this funded account for months. Months and months now. Which one is the lowest probability of all 3 in your opinion? I had the consecutive candle as the lowest on the totem pole. But the thing is like it's all dependent on the time frame. I would say 15-minute consecutive candle SMT is the lowest probability one. Because like without that, like you still need a POI, right? So like what I like to see with consecutive candle SMT is like all of them taking a session liquidity high or low and then getting consecutive candle SMT. So like you don't get SMT at the session liquidity pool, but you get it on the consecutive candle. So you still get your SMT there. That's a valid trade. But like 15-minute consecutive candle SMT on its own is meaningless. So you need some sort of backed POI, whether it be liquidity or internal range liquidity. Yeah, daily consecutive SMT is great. Yeah, that's the thing. Time frame matters. But as I see at the bottom of your screen on the right, you have SMTs from London. How do you figure them out so quick? This is an indicator. I don't mark that up. So this, you'll see it here. It pops up. It's just an indicator that I have that marks out the SMTs for me. But like it just takes one look. Like it's a matter of just like having your sessions marked out, and then you can just see the SMTs at them. So like here's London session high. You can see the divergence there. I used to mark them out on my own, but now I like having the indicator. I'm lazy. I'm a lazy boy. I ain't gonna lie, guys. I'm a little bit foggy brained this morning. A little bit foggy brained. A couple too many Pacificos last night. What is local SMT? I would say local SMT is kind of like a broad statement. SMT that occurs recently would be local SMT. So like basically a divergence that's occurring with a liquidity pool or a POI that has printed recently. So like, I guess, for example, a sweep of this previous hourly low would be considered like a sweep in an SMT at this previous hourly low would be considered what you call like local SMT. But like the previous weekly low SMT that we have here is not local SMT because this low formed last week, right? It's not so local. It's just recent SMT. How long have I been trading? Just about 5 years now. Thank you so much. You're welcome. You are welcome. How are you guys doing this week? P&L wise, red, green. Talk to me about your week. Any sort of learning lessons you might have had? See what gold's up to. What has gold done? Gold's taking a shit. Okay. Let's see what we got. I don't think we have any sort of divergence on gold. Maybe on silver. No, they've all. Same thing with NQ. No divergence inside of these gaps. I had a lesson I can't figure out. I failed an account this month, but when I am backtesting, I passed and then some, trying to figure why this is happening in live. Yeah, you'll have to go back through your trades and see. Like, it could be something as simple as maybe you're just taking, maybe there's like a few low quality setups that you've taken, or maybe you're risking too much. It's always good to go back in your journal and just like see. Backtesting is very different than live markets, so your results are always going to vary comparatively. My lesson is if a level gets taken just before New York Open, as soon as we close back in the range, long it. Yeah, kind of what we did today. It's kind of what we did today. Yeah. Yeah, if you have a strong bias for the day, like we have obviously a strong bearish tendency this morning after the overnight session, and you have 930 rolling up and you're taking a POI and you have a good area to retrace from, like you can play that as a shorter term scalp for sure. That's kind of the idea, basically utilizing frameworks and dynamics of the New York Open and it's with its tendency to protract. That's a big word. That's a big word for Elmo. Protract. Can you please tell how backtesting is different from live? There's only one thing that separates backtesting from live markets, and it's emotions. but that's all you need. It's emotions, and I guess like candles printing live is different. True and fair. I see myself trying to swim in the sea of emotions when in live. Honestly, my piece of advice to you: don't swim against the current. Don't fight the emotions that you feel when in live. Just have a set of standards that you follow so that you don't need to make any sort of irrational emotional decisions. Because it's completely okay to feel the emotions that you feel during live trading. You're not going to get away from them. You're human, right? We all have an ego, right? We all have an ego. We all want to make back the loss that we took immediately after we take it. We all want to close the week green on a Friday when we're already red. We want to overtrade because so-and-so made this much profit, and we want to make sure we're on that same scale because we think we're better than they are. But the ego is a terrible trader, and our ego is built on survival instincts. So you have to kind of tune that out, and you have to understand that your emotions, while valid, should not dictate any sort of actions while you're trading. You need to follow process, due process, and have standard operating procedures in place so that there's no gray area when you're trading. Right? Because we don't rise to the level of our goals, right? We fall to the level of our standards. So if you have good standards, then you're good. So if you're feeling an emotion, sit with it, lean into it a little bit, and just ask yourself, like, the number one question you got to ask yourself when you're trading and you're feeling emotions is identify the feeling, acknowledge it, right? And then go back to your process and say, okay, what is my model? What does my strategy say that I need to do? And then just do that, regardless of how you feel. How many hours do you trade on average per day? I don't know. A couple hours. Like, I'm probably going to be done after this stream. So I guess 2 hours. Sometimes I'll hop on for like the PM session, but like PM has been dog shit lately, so I just avoid it. I'll go do other stuff. I have to work on some stuff. I have to work on a landing page, building a landing page for email signups, because I'm gonna be starting a newsletter that you can subscribe to and get like weekly write-ups from me. So like exclusive trade breakdowns, exclusive free resources. I've already made a very in-depth entry checklist that everyone can use. Personal thoughts. So like the stuff that I'm talking about right now, imagine that, but in like a newsletter that gets delivered to your inbox, and you could like read it with your morning coffee type thing. So I have to finish that. I have it all laid out. I just have to get it all set up on like an email conversion site and all that stuff. So I just do other stuff, right? I don't sit at the desk all day. Not anymore. I used to. But like thinking about sitting at the desk all day trading, it honestly like pisses me off. It like gives me like you almost get like PTSD from it. Thinking about how I used to just sit at my desk from literally 8:30 till 4 o'clock. Would barely eat, would barely have any water, wouldn't go to the gym. Now I have a much more lax routine where I'll be in the market for the morning until like 11, and then usually I'm done. I'm going for a run right after, checking on the garden, going to the gym, having a good breakfast, like breakfast or lunch, going to get a win elsewhere. And that's Leo mentioned it, right? Someone said like, Leo mentioned somebody mentioned how he's always happy, he's got a very good mental, and that's because he's not like glued to the charts, right? He's not a slave to the charts. He just shows up, executes his model, and leaves, regardless of outcome. He just does that. And he's also a 22-year-old with a lot of fucking money. So I'd be pretty happy too. And he's spending the summer in Europe. So like, what's there to be mad about? You know? Guys living the dream. I'm in that phase right now. I trade London and New York, but I limit my hours to max 5 hours. Yeah, you gotta draw the line somewhere. Set some boundaries. Trading like that is physically painful. It is. It is. It's depressing. Might get some hourly. I got some TYM. Looks like it's creeping up towards its previous hourly high. This is kind of messy though, I can't lie. Mahi, shut the fuck up, bro. What the hell? Guys, regular. People underestimate psychology, but that has been the hardest thing for me. I mean, yeah, it's forging the right mindset and a good mindset as a trader is incredibly hard. It's kind of like the last boss. I think of it like the final boss before you can really start to see some results. Sorry, I was watching a video my fiance sent me. The video of like a toddler running a 1K. It's the cutest thing ever. Bunch of kids running a race. So cute. I have conflicting bias. Are you looking for higher or lower prices? At the moment, I prefer lower prices. I just don't have any signatures whatsoever on the chart, so I'm kind of laid back at the moment. Kind of laid back. We're chilling. He just keeps getting bought up at 9:30. Can't get it closed below. Yeah. Yeah, it's we're kind of stagnating here. And Q's getting bought up as well, so we just gotta sit and wait. I mean, it makes sense to me that we're not really going anywhere. We don't have any sort of confirmations for continuations. I personally think we can probably use the previous hourly high as our POI to gather a short, which would be Schwell. See what kind of run I gotta do today. Today's a nice shorter run, 4-mile run today after the stream. I'm curious where some of you guys are based. Like, I want to see where majority of our viewers are. I know we have a mixed bag of people, and where they're from. So we have a pretty diverse group. But drop where you guys are from. What country are you guys from? Where are you tuning in from? Vermont. Respect. Texas. Singapore. You're a few blocks away from the stock exchange. Cool. You live downtown, I guess. You'd be in Manhattan area. Is that where that is, right, Mahi? London, Virginia, Manila, Dubai, British, but live in Cape Town, Alberta. Ooh, neighbors. Me and Sapphire are neighbors. Oh, okay, that's cool. Ontario. Nice. Love seeing a few Canadians in here. We love our northern neighbors here in Vermont. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Most people I talk to are fairly fond of Canada or Canadians. Maybe not Canada, but Canadians. I feel like it's just online. You just see a lot of very sad individuals who like to shit post. Good old Germany. Nice. Yeah, mixed bag. Washington State. Nice. Well, that's cool, Milo. You live in Dubai? James in Cape Town. I want to go visit Cape Town. I feel like I'd have to go with like a boys' trip, though. I don't think I could convince the wife to go to Cape Town. Man, it's got to be boiling hot in Dubai right now, Milo. Hey? You got to be cooking there. 48, yeah. Yeah, dude, that's insane. I feel like a lot of people vacation away from Dubai in the summer. They go back to Europe. I feel like the summers are so hot there. Yeah, you have to like stay indoors, I feel like, or like get early morning sun if you're going to be outside early morning or late in the evening. During the day, you're inside. Oh yeah, Bali. Yeah, Bali as well. Born and raised, cool. How long has Dubai been a city? How old is Dubai? Oh, it's old. Okay, I thought it was newer than that. 1833. Okay. It's just crazy how like it recently like popped up, like it's become way more developed. In 1971, it joined 6 other Emirates to officially form the United Arab Emirates. Cool. I thought it was way newer than that for some reason. Free riding Whistler Mountain with my snowboard jumping out of a heli is definitely a bucket list thing for me, dude. Whistler is beautiful if you've ever been. Beautiful country there. Even during 40-ish. I mean, I think the past 20 years or so we've had the buzz going on. Yeah. You haven't been yet? Well, you are in for a treat. Whistler is awesome. All of our hills are great. Lake Louise, Banff, Jasper, Fernie, Panorama, Whistler. You have tons and tons and tons. Sunshine. Alberta on, like, I guess, west of Calgary. Anything west of Calgary, you can find a good hill. Yeah. I love the West Coast, Canada. I still have to go visit the East Coast, but West it's good shit. Like Vancouver is a beautiful city. Vancouver, Kelowna. I bet all nature there is beautiful. The scale, everything is just ridiculous when you come from a small country like Germany. Yeah, like there's forests and beaches and everything for miles and miles and miles. Whistler is awesome. Yeah, it's great. We've been in the same 3-minute range for 30 minutes now. Yeah, dude, it's been slow. Super duper slow. Blackcomb is better for snowboarding. Yeah. I think I've only spent like a day or two in Whistler. We were in Vancouver for a boys trip, and then we drove up to Whistler for the night. Actually, no, just for the day. Yeah, we drove up in the morning, did a hike. We did the train wrecks hike, and then we went for dinner, and then we drove back. It was a lot of fun. Any trades yet? Yeah, we took a long at 9:30 and nothing else since. Let's see. Now it's just been an absolute dog turd. Thanks, Casper. All right, Milo. Enjoy your Thursday. I guess not your weekend yet, but enjoy your run. Make sure you hydrate. It's dangerous running in 48, bro. Unless you're going on a treadmill. But yeah. Enjoy your day, bro. Thanks for tuning in. I used to live in Vancouver. I used to go every weekend up there. A friend had a condo there. Oh, dude, that's so sick. That's so sick. Where are you now, Mario? Gonna run by the beach. Oh, I'm jealous. Yeah. You're welcome, Milo. Anytime, bro. Anytime. You keep tuning in. I'll keep providing. Keep providing value as best I can. Vancouver is one of my favorite places. Dude, me too. Me too. Oh, you moved to the States? You're in Washington State now? I gotta check out Seattle. Seattle would be so cool, dude. We got NQ looking to sweep out the previous 4-hour low. We might create some SMT here with ES and YM. Okay, there's that previous 4-hour and hourly low. We're creating some SMT with ES and YM currently. Nothing to do here personally. I don't think I'd be looking along it. Could I explain why you'd be long bias at the moment? No, because I'm not. Like the most I could see is like us getting up into the previous hourly high just to set up a short. that's all that I could see. I would not be long biased on any sort of long-term perspective. Until we get some sort of 15-minute confirmations. Everything else is just going to be scalps. Excuse me. Yo, finally catch you here. Yes, sir. We out here. What am I streaming mostly? I mean, I'm pretty active, honestly. Like I've been streaming. I streamed the AM session yesterday. Yeah, what did I do? I was like this week I'm AM sessions. I think I was AM session yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And I stream PM on Monday or Tuesday, pardon me. Yeah, I've been streaming lots. I've streamed 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 times this month. Didn't show me here AM stream yesterday. I streamed yesterday. AM I was off at 10 though. We got this hourly low, 4-hour low SMT here, confirming this 1-minute bullish breaker at 10:30. This could maybe go. Probably not going to be looking for the same thing twice though. Any expectations or area where you would consider engaging right now? I'd want to see more shorts, but from this hourly for value gap here, we have no divergences whatsoever inside of this range here to consider any further continuations to the downside. So I'm thinking it might want to use this 1-minute bullish breaker to go to the upside, but I've already kind of caught that move when I took my 930 long into here. And now we've kind of just been consolidating. I like the 4-hour low SMT that we have, and we have everything prepped. We have a 15-minute bullish breaker prepped. I think this could definitely make its way up to the hourly high, but I don't know. I'm very content with letting this one go, I believe. I don't want to, you know, that's a thing. I'd be trading counter trend, and I don't want to do that a second time. You know, I was willing to take it at 930 because like the framework fit. But now at this point, I think with it being in a reversal window, it does make sense. But I think if I'm going to be looking for higher, I'd want to see us confirm the 15-minute bullish breaker, and then I just play that. I think right now I'm good with where I'm at. I want to preserve some capital, not get too crazy with catching counter trends. Plus, like, where I'd be targeting is like 90 points above where I'd want to short from. because I would be looking to get in on this bullish breaker here. And then where I'd want to short from is only 1.25 R away. Whereas like getting up into here is where you'd get your 2R. So the R to R just doesn't match. The fibs don't match. Yeah. Gonna fade it. What indicator do you use for PDL, AM high, etc.? It is called ICT Kill Zones and Pivots by Trade for Opportunity. It's a free indicator you can find on TradingView. Mm-hmm. 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 In the big bullish moment of candle that has no tail. So one, strong bullish indication, or two, we coming back for it. Yeah, then we're coming back for it. Look at that. Yep, easy fade, in my opinion. A lot of the things didn't line up. Sucks we didn't get... I wanted to see us get up into that 9 a.m. high. But, yeah. So I was just looking for some sort of continuation entry to the downside, but we're not getting that, which is okay. Which is okay. I'm up 1 hour in the day and calling it, unfortunately. What's unfortunate about that? Sounds like a pretty good day. Green is good. Well, anything's good as long as you followed your plan. You're doing the right thing. Yeah, nothing here, folks. Very, very lackluster session after we tagged into this into that 15-minute gap there. Still going to be looking for some sort of continuations lower. Just don't know if we're going to get them today at all. Yeah, YM is just sideways, dude. YM is totally sideways. Yeah, not overly surprised either. Just making us wait at this moment. We get another like 10 minutes and then we're going to cut it, I think. It's been a pretty productive session, I would say. Nothing to complain about, that's for certain. As soon as Leo left, everything just went quiet, went dull. Hmm. Well, we were right about the continuations. We just were not given an opportunity to get involved with them, which is completely fine, but it would have been nice to get involved on it for sure. When Q's leading the pack. Kind of using this low as resistance. Previous weekly low looks to be the draw. Almost certainly we will see some sort of fuckery at this previous weekly low because it's a single low. So I can see us getting down into like somewhere into here, not quite taking out the previous weekly low, and then create these equal lows, retrace, and then we could target them at a later point in time. That'd be something I could get behind for sure, for sure. But I think we're going to call it here, gang, yeah. What do you guys think? I think we've had a pretty productive morning so far. Nothing to shake a stick at, but what about breaker retest on daily? What breaker? I don't see a daily breaker. $26,993. I mean, brother, that's almost 2,000 points away. I don't know why that matters today. That shit don't matter at all today. We're still trading at 28,000. We'll get there. Maybe. Got lots of opportunity in between those things. A lot can change, a lot can happen. So higher time frame draw for sure, getting down maybe into, someone mentioned the EQ of this April range. This range from the low of the year. For sure. Gotta get down into here. Go higher the remainder. That would be swell, but that's for a later stream. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, I'm gonna call it here, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. One trade today. Caught some longs at 9:30, which were quite nice. If you guys caught them with me, congrats. I think Alex is on for the PM session today. And then I will be on tomorrow with, I believe, Leo. Me and Leo or me and Alex or some shit. I don't know. But we'll catch you then. Okay, so enjoy the rest of your day. Go out and have some fun. Get outside. Go do something else. Don't be glued to the charts. You don't need to be, right? Go out there and just get that mental reset, right? Show up later with a fresh, clear mind. All right. So, like I said, thanks again for tuning in. Drop a like if you haven't. Really means a lot. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Okay. Ciao for now. Peace.